Hello, my name is Jon Sermon. I'm a pastor in the UK. Right now I'm travelling in Africa where I have a strong link and interest going back many years. Over the last 18 years I've been to Uganda a total of 10 occasions, but this year is my more major trip, twice as long as I would usually spend in Uganda. But before that I had a visit to Zimbabwe, and since leaving Uganda yesterday I'm now in Kenya. So 3 African countries, all part of the fact that I'm on a 3-month sabbatical from the pastorate, the work in the local church, which gives me the opportunity to experience so much more of Africa and so much more of intercultural ministry and mission in an African context. So having only ever been to one African country, Uganda, for the last 18 years, I've now experienced 2 more, Zimbabwe, and here I am in Kenya. And what I'm finding is that there is a great deal to be encouraged about. The charity I work with, we're called Romans 1:11 Trust, which takes its name from Paul writing to the church at Rome saying, "I long to come and see you, to bring you a spiritual blessing, to make you strong." But more important in a way is what follows in verse 12, where he says, "What I mean is, you and I will be mutually encouraged by each other's faith." Now, mutual encouragement is the theme of our charity, and one of the ways we work it out in Uganda is that we run and finance a scheme to train their church leaders. So I've been able to meet with the 3 current groups of students in 3 different centres across the country, and not only to encourage them but to receive encouragement from them. But with the longer time available, the programme has also included many occasions where groups of pastors and leaders from many churches in the local area come together, and we have a day seminar going through some key things about what it means to be church today and how we need to cooperate with God's Holy Spirit. As I travel first in Zimbabwe, then the long trip to Uganda, and now here in Kenya, I'm finding that this is what the people really want to receive. And it's such a blessing to be able to be available to someone in a way that turns out to be helpful. And God is really using this trip to great effect. So I really want to encourage you, because what we find amongst these African people, in many cases, people whose financial circumstances are extremely stretched. They are poor, and yet by comparison most of us in the UK are relatively rich in material things, but they seem to be able to balance that with a spiritual richness, whereas we as a society have almost forgotten to rely on God at all and have become spiritually poor. And I travel through Africa finding this spiritual richness again and again, and it encourages me. But I want to encourage you, whether you're in an African country, in the UK, or anywhere in the world accessing these videos, we can experience that same spiritual richness through knowing God and Jesus Christ wherever we are. And I want to try to pass on something of the feel of how exciting it is to encounter people full of faith, really realising that God makes a difference, not to transform their difficult financial circumstances, but to transform living within them. And that is something that can happen whatever our circumstances. I pray that you will find more of this spiritual richness yourself. May God bless you.